Today's housing inventory proves the market isn't headed for a crash. Hi, it's Randy with 10X Homes. Whether or not you owned a home in 2008, you'll likely remember the housing crash that took place back then. And news about an economic slowdown happening right now today may bring back those concerns, may bring everything back to the surface. Now, while those feelings are understandable, data can help reassure you that the situation today is nothing like it was in 2008. One of the key reasons why the market won't crash this time is the current undersupply of inventory. Housing supply comes from three key places. One, current homeowners putting their homes on the market, up for sale. Two, newly built homes coming onto the market. And three, distressed properties, which consist of short sales and foreclosures. For the market to crash, you'd have to make a case for an oversupply of inventory headed to the market, and the numbers just don't support that. So let's take a deeper look at where inventory is coming from today, and this will help prove why the housing market isn't headed for a crash. The first one is current homeowners putting their homes up for sale. So even though the housing supply is increasing this year, there's still a limited number of existing homes available. Look at the graph. It'll help illustrate the point. Based on the latest weekly data, inventory is up 27.8% nationally compared to the same week last year, which is shown in blue. But compared to the same week in 2019, which is in red, it's still down by 42.6%. So what does this mean? Inventory is still historically low. There are still more buyers than sellers, and there simply aren't enough homes on the market to cause prices to crash. There would need to be a flood of people getting ready to sell their houses in order to tip the scales toward a buyer's market. And that level of activity simply isn't there. So the second one would be newly built homes. There's also a lot of talk about what's happening with newly built homes on the market. And that may make you wonder if we're overbuilding, but the fact is we're noticing that home builders are actually slowing down their production right now. They're being very intentional about not overbuilding homes like they did during the bubble. So the third place inventory comes from is distressed properties, short sales or foreclosure. The last place inventory can come from is distressed properties. And back in the housing crisis, there was a flood of foreclosures, and that was due to lending standards that were allowing many people to secure a home loan they couldn't truly afford. Today, lending standards are much tighter, and this results in more qualified buyers and far fewer foreclosures. Certainly very few in the Phoenix market. The graph below uses data from Adam Data Solutions on properties with foreclosure filings. This should help paint a picture on how things have changed since the crash. The graph shows how in the time around the housing crash, there were over 1 million foreclosure filings per year. And as the lending standards tightened, since then you'll see the activity started to decline. And in 2020 and 2021, forbearance programs, those helped to prevent a repeat of the wave of foreclosures that we saw in 2008. Now, the forbearance program, that was a game changer, because it gave homeowners options they never had before. They could defer their loans, they could modify their loans, and that appears to have been successful. It shows that 4 out of every 5 homeowners coming out of forbearance, either they were paid in full or they worked out a repayment plan to avoid foreclosure. So these are a few of the biggest reasons there won't be a wave of foreclosures coming to the market. So what's the bottom line? The bottom line is this. Although housing supply is growing this year, the market certainly isn't anywhere near the inventory levels that would cause prices to drop significantly. And that's why inventory tells us the housing market won't crash. I've been in this 33 years now. I've been through 3 cycle changes. I've been through the foreclosures of 2007, 2008. I can tell you that we are nowhere near a crash. And I don't see it happening. There just isn't enough houses on the market. But I know that there's a lot of data here. If you have any questions or you'd like to discuss the opportunities that arise from a market like this, please reach out to us. We'll be happy to help. Hope you have a great day, and we look forward to talking to you soon. Take care.